Hey everybody, Dr. Nick here on Feel Good Friday. The dynamic duo is back. Stan is back today to help give us a demonstration about how your core works and why it's so important to always engage your core. If you haven't already seen one of my previous videos on the abs and core, first, shame on you. Second, I'll link it down below. Be sure to check that one out because it's going to help with what we're talking about today. So, just to recap a portion of that video, your core is basically your entire trunk. So from your shoulders all the way down to your pelvis. That's what I consider your core. So your core is made up of, from the top down, we have the diaphragm, which sits right under your rib cage. From the bottom, you have your pelvic floor, which are the muscles in your pelvis. And then your deep abdominal muscle, that transverse abdominis, runs this way like a corset around your midsection. And then you have the outer abdominals on top, like your obliques and your rectus abdominis. Now, it's important that when you engage your core, you tighten up from all aspects, so there's no leaks in the system. Okay? So, what that means is to engage your diaphragm, right? So to secure your core from the top down, whenever you move or whenever you perform any kind of lift, you want to breathe in and kind of lock in that breath. Okay? The pelvic floor, you engage that by pulling up on your pelvis like you're trying to hold in gas or urine. Your transverse abdominis, you engage by tightening up your midsection almost as if you're going into a cold pool and the water's kind of drifting up on your navel, or like you're trying to put on a tight belt after Thanksgiving dinner. Okay, that type of contraction, that's what you want. So top down, diaphragm, bottom up, pelvic floor, and then around the midsection, that transverse abdominis. Now, like I said, we don't want any leaks. If there's any leaks in that system, it's going to make you weaker and it's going to put you at risk for injury. So here's a quick demonstration of how this works. I have a bottle filled with a carbonated drink. Okay? If I give it a little shake, everything's tight in here, right? So that's almost like you just took it like that breath, right? You just took that breath like you're about to squat, or you're about to pick up a weight, or you're about to lift something up off the ground. So you have that breath in there. Your diaphragm is tight, so your diaphragm would be the cap. Your pelvic floor is tight, which would be the bottom of the bottle. And your transverse abdominis is tight. That's going to be the side, right? So, if there's a leak in the system, watch what it does. So this is very, very tight, right? I could almost put all of my weight on this bottle and it's not going to budge, right? It's very, very solid. Now, if there's a leak in the system, watch what happens. Right? Now, I could squish it with just 2 fingers. Or I can press it and it would collapse under me. That's why it's so important to make sure you have your entire core engaged. You don't want any leaks. You want to keep that nice and strong. Like I said, that's not only going to make you stronger in every lift, everything from a bicep curl, to a squat, to a deadlift, to a calf raise, any kind of movement, any kind of lift exercise that you do, I guarantee you'll lift more weight if you engage that core. And you also have to do this whenever you move throughout your day. I don't care if you move a finger, you should always engage your core. It's going to keep your spine healthy and it's going to make you stronger. And like they say, happy spine, you'll be fine. I don't know who says that, but I think I just made that up, but I like it. I hope this helped. Be sure to like, comment, subscribe, and we'll see you next time.